What are you doing that for, Andy?
I thought that was the noise you were making.
No, I just went,
Okay.
So let's kick off, shall we, with Mr. Mike Parry, and he's got a big question.
Who is the most famous ventriloquist dummy in Britain now? It's still Sooty, isn't it?
Well, and Sooty never said anything. He just whispered in your ear.
Yeah, but he moved and everything, didn't he? You know.
Yeah,
He was a glove puppet, wasn't he?
He was really,
He
wasn't
wasn't really a ventriloquist
Not
dummy.
in any sense whatsoever.
Ventriloquist dummy is you throw your voice. You wouldn't throw your voice to a puppet that never speaks. Really. He hasn't really thought that through, Mike.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah.
It's time for the sports news now with Moose.
Yeah.
In cricket, Graeme Swann was named as England's Cricketer of the Year last night after beating Richard Gasquet in 4 hours and 5 sets.
That's very odd, isn't it?
Yeah, he's an amazing sportsman, isn't he? What a year he's had, Andy. That's right. He's beaten Richard Gasquet. He's the Cricketer of the Year. Well done to Swanee. Now, this is Mickey Quinn with probably not the best turn of phrase to boxer James de Gale.
Well, you got the best man looking after you, of course, in France.
And you're exciting to watch, James. So when can the public see you back on the canvas?
Not really. Yeah, where can we see you back on the canvas, James? Flat out. Where can we see the soles of your boots again, James? Just let us know. That's right.
Now it's back to Mike Parry with some subliminal advertising.
That must be murder, especially with like the weather we've had over the weekend.
Yeah.
You must put a shirt on and you must be like instantly perspiring, within about 5 seconds.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, subliminal advertising. Big box on the way, I'm sure.
Spot.
To Mike Parry. Now, I tell you what, they had an incredible guest on breakfast. Listen to this.
Right, we're going to have a quick break, and coming up, the youngest British female ever. Congratulations to Benita Norris.
Yeah, the youngest British female
Just born
ever.
that second.
Just born that second. She was, and they got her on. And, she was very good, actually. She made a lot of sense.
She did. And now, here's a caller to Andy and Mike.
The only reason we're looking at Barry is to allow Gerrard and Lampard the freedom to play like they do for their clubs. And that's because behind them they've either got a Mascherano or a Hessian, and Barry's in there to allow them to play together.
Yep.
Right. Well, if Barry isn't available, we've got to get a Hessian or a Mascherano type of player.
You don't want to be saying Hessian twice, do you?
No, it's a sackable offence.
Ho-ho! Sackable offence there. Now,
Right.
Andy, this is a good one. You'll like this. How do you lose 50 years in 25 seconds? Mike will have the answer.
How long has his family been involved with that club?
Oh, 100 years, probably.
Come on.
I mean, no, it couldn't have been. I'm sorry. The Moores dynasty grew up between the wars in the 30s, so not far off 100 years. I would say probably 70 or 80 years. I mean, John Moores turned Everton into the Merseyside Millionaires. He was one half of the family. I think David is the son of Cecil Moores, who was John Moore's brother. But literally for decades, at least half a century, anyway.
There we are. 50 years in 25 seconds. What about that?
It's gone. And here's Jack Bannister on England's star batsman Jonathan Trott.
Jonathan Trott, the star of the day. I said at tea it was his day, whatever happened. A brilliant 175 not out. He wants to go on, and if he could double that, he will. He's a greedy little batsman.
Oh, blimey, that was a bit close there.
That's a bit close.
Worried about you there, Jack. What happened? Now, what's the name of that Welsh-Spanish bloke who plays for Liverpool? Welsh-Spanish, Spanish-Welsh. Welsh-Spanish. The Moose will know, the Moose.
In other friendly action last night, 2 goals from Liverpool's Maxi Rodriguez, even.
That's it, Rodriguez.
Maxi Rodriguez.
That's the boy,
That's
Spanish, Welsh-Spanish, that's it, yeah.
Now, I think Alan may have to work on some of his pronunciations before the start of the World Cup.
I think you're right, yeah.
Now, Spanish group. Let's have a wee look at the group first. I had it there a minute ago. Tell us who's in the... right, Spain, Switzerland, Honduras and Chile.
Yeah, may need to work...
I think got that one from Ricky Tomlinson.
May need to work on some of his pronunciations before the start of the World Cup, by the sound of it. And finally,
yes,
this was a journalist from the Dallas News, Evan Grafton, chatting to Danny Kelly and Mark Donaldson on kickoff. And we never really got to the bottom of what was going on.
That they cannot afford to operate the clubs anymore, and that's basically what it comes down to. He spent a good portion of last year looking for investors who would buy in as a minority investor into the Rangers, but came up with absolutely nothing on that front. Everybody who was interested wanted Tom Hicks to be, at the very best, a minority partner.
Evan, do you think that the Tom Hicks and Randy Lerner coming into English football means that we might see more Americans in future, or do you think with what's happened with the financial problems that Tom Hicks is about to have or is having right now may put possible American investors off?
Well, I thought when Hicks went into Liverpool following the lead of the Glazers and the other, I think the Lerners or somebody went into Aston Villa at one point. I thought that was going to become a real trend. It looked like the ability to in America to monetize the European football, I think, was very attractive to a lot of people. But Tom Hicks essentially bought this club.
There we are.
There he was.
I was a touch distracted. I don't think I took in a word that he said, the guy, did you?
I was listening to it.
Not a word. There we are.
Brilliant.
There's the clips of the week. Jimmy Dickinson, what a great honour.
Tremendous.
Possible, was it? It can't be the same one.
No.
Glyn Barrington, Ian Stark, Neil Holloway, Lawrence the Evertonian, Tim the York City fan, and our very own Adrian Durham, who heard that one from Jack earlier on today. So thanks to everybody who suggested clips.